Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Mob Psycho 100. We're going 100% of the time, 60% of the time. And last episode, we basically had the, quote, showdown between a mob and his brother, where they had a slight bit of a disagreement on how they perceived things, revealed that they were very afraid of Mob, and then a random guy jumped off a rooftop and tried to kidnap them. Uh, that is the short of all of it, I think.
So you're saying Mob and his brother got into a discussion where they agreed that they were afraid of Mob.
Well, I'm trying to mask the fact that I don't exactly remember Mob's brother's name most of the time.
I believe Mob's brother is a very descriptive way to say Mob's brother. It's
Oh,
more
it
to the
feels so
point.
awkward saying all of that out loud too.
It's
So,
more to the point that you're saying Mob and his brother got into a discussion where they agreed
still,
that they are afraid of Mob. And I'm
still,
saying they has both the contextual obligation of indicating Mob's brother as well as a group of people say Mob has agreed now that he's afraid of Mob.
I think still regardless, Mob's brother has now been kidnapped, and now Mob is going to go ahead and try to rescue him. They have been warned that, well, they probably got 100 different espers there, and he's just one person. So it's already suicidal. But I think this episode is also going to focus a lot on Mob's brother and the five psychic kids and their attempts to kind of escape on their own, too.
I don't know at what point you thought it was just Mob by himself.
I don't remember the other character's name again, so also I avoided saying that.
Oh, this is the time you're not going to use they.
Completely not name anyone, don't even describe them, but then start referring to Mob as a group of people. There we go, that'll do it.
You've clearly
So,
never seen the overlay.
I. Have I? No, I definitely haven't.
You, in fact, have. I share every overlay with you.
Still, that's what happened last time. We're going into this with Mob about to beat up a whole bunch of people facility, and this is apparently where we get a whole bunch of plot, and we also get a whole bunch of shonen.
I have one actual clarification to make
Go for it.
that I want you to actually make. And I'm going to walk you through
Okay,
this one. What is
sure.
the one thing that Reagan taught Mob?
Don't use your powers against people.
So do you think Mob is going to physically beat a bunch of people up?
Absolutely not.
Because what's the one thing that the Body Improvement Club did not teach Mob?
Alright. Mob is going to use his muscles. He's gonna punch someone out this episode.
No, remember the Body Improvement Club are pacifists. They don't like using their bodies for physical violence.
He's going to rip off his shirt, show off all of his muscles. Someone's going to come at him, and he's going to peacefully deflect it somewhere else, and then he accidentally hits a wall.
Anyway, I'm just putting those things on the context for you because the build up before now was introducing you to characters and concepts. Mob, as you already stated, was taught by Reagan that not to use, basically don't point knives at people, and psychic
Right.
powers is just a knife.
Right. So that's the fun contention here, I think. We have this almost slightly typical shonen setup of we got a thing, we're going to do the plot, we're going to beat up a whole bunch of dudes, and we're going to win at the end kind of thing. But that's definitely not Mob Psycho.
Well, I was also say we also have him with the Body Improvement Club, which was shown to be a bunch of pacifists, but also they're there to strongly indicate to you that Mob has no physical abilities whatsoever.
Right. And we're not like pulling a Rurouni Kenshin either. We're just like, well, I didn't technically kill them. I
Well,
just crippled them for life.
it turns out I had my sword backwards this whole time.
Mob's brain has been backwards this whole time. He thought he was using his full power. All right. I think on that note, we should probably just go ahead and watch and see how the hell does Mob gonna do this?
思った以上に手間取っちまったな。お前がな。あらお前の方は弱気
Law,
しか言わなか
7th
ったんだろ
Division.
So, what are the other 6 divisions up to?
One day you may find out.
I thought that, like, the dirt marks on his face were like stubble for a moment.
Did you forget this guy was just in a fight? We got sent through a building?
I did for a little bit.
だからお前と組みたくなかったんだ。なんでだよ。何より強い能力を持つ子供をさらうのが最優先だって散々指令が出てただろうが。こんな大失態が支部長に知る。
You already fucked up the group project. Now I'm gonna have to work even harder.
俺にも聞かせろよ。今の話。支部長には秘密にしといてやるからさ。
Torado.
There we go. Now we have all the antagonists totally not getting along and ready to stab each other in the back.
I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been introduced to a lot of things. Like, did you see who Torado's with?
Yeah, 2 other kids.
Not what I meant, but also it's poignant. That says the same thing without saying what I meant for you to say.
But basically they have extra Esper backup.
Well, I meant specifically when the text popped up on the stream. Who it said Toronto was with.
No, I didn't. I missed that entirely. I must have been because I was reading, like, the other side of the text, where they were talking.
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, it's not like one text is 90% of the screen and the other is 10% of the screen.
Look, my ability to pay attention is sketchy at the best of times. I think we're aware of this. See, it's Mob Psycho 100, but they only count up to 99 here. I feel gypped. I need that extra percent.
Because it doesn't matter what happens after 99.
The other scars.
Well, you know that thing I was talking about before with Chainsaw Man and those 3 people?
Yeah, I think I see what you're meaning now.
That's
Capture him, K thinks.
向こうは大人数の組織だ。誰か君の味方になる人間
Oh,
が
look, it's
必要なん
Bob
だ。
sitting in a room by himself.
強くて頭の
Yeah.
頼もしい仲間がさ。例えばほら、目の前。
Now the mob's entirely by themselves.
おい、そこで別にボケなくていいから。僕しかいないだろ。手伝ってあげるよ。
花沢くんがどういう風の吹き回しだ？
僕もいつかまた爪とぶつかる日が来る。だったら今、賞賛のあるうちに片付けてしまおうと思ってね。賞賛ってのは君のことだよ。君が本気になれば負けるはずがないんだ。
Ah, time to convince Mob to actually fight.
私も手伝おう。必要なものがあったら言ってくれ。
いや、それは大丈夫。どうせすぐに来るはずだよ。次の資格がね。
まずいじゃないか。早くこの場を。
Up there they are.
思ったより早い。
It's the guy from headquarters.
He drove real fast.
We literally saw him driving fast.
寺田は例のガキに勝てると思うか。寺田より俺の方が強い。そんなことは聞いてない。勝てるかどうかの話だ。
Hey, it's Mob Cola. Or Mob Beer. Hard to tell.
例のガキは強いと言っても子供だった。油断しなきゃ立ち上がりの段階で簡単に潰せた。
I'd honestly believe this guy was probably drinking soda, so.
あのガキはおそらくその場できつい拷問にかけられるだろうな。
We're gonna find out he's actually a perfectly ordinary 15-year-old.
さっさと吐け。
Oh, they already lost.
I let my guard down.
休ませて水でも飲ませた方がいいんじゃ。
君もなかなか天然な気質だな。いいんだよ。下道には優しくしなくても。 それにしてもなかなか口を割らないな。さすが傷と呼ばれる幹部なだけはある。ボスに逆らって傷を負いつつもその実力を認められ幹部の位を得た者たち。その傷の一人である小山を退けた子供の情報をいち早く聞きつけてやってきたお前寺田が逆に捕まって拷問を受けているというこの事態に危機感を感じているなら早めに持っている情報を全部出した方がいいぞ。
吐いてる吐いてる、今言ったセリフ全部俺が吐いた情報でしょうが。
アジトの位置もこの人が知ってる限りの構成員の名前と能力も。
See, Mom's good at studying. He keeps a nice little list.
いや、こんな簡単に秘密を吐くなんて信じられない。
俺どうしたらいい？
Ah, it's the torture dilemma. Is he lying to get out of it faster, or was it the truth the first time? Well, we'll keep torturing. Well, now that we've tortured him for 15 minutes, is he lying now just to make it stop?
首にしまえ。
お前らも今来たところだろうが。
さあさあ、30分も遅れてね。
もともと歯車になどなりえん連中が集まったんだ。やるべき時にやるべきことをなせば一向に構わん。
じゃあ小山アウトだな。
Oh, he's gone Super Saiyan.
I bet if I asked you would name not one of these people.
Suichi.
Doesn't count. You literally saw her name as I was saying it.
支部長が来た。
Koyama. Hey, it's the leader.
さてボスから連絡があったよ。来月日本に帰ってくるって。
The person from the intro that you mentioned having not seen yet.
何？それ本当か？
そうだけど、君は望み薄かもね。
Oh, I guess they're not the leader either, but they are in charge of this little council of the upper echelon.
そう。つまり目的は
Quite literally said in the giant text that I've already joked that you don't read. 7th Division leader.
爪を隠さない鷹として奪うものは全て奪い、この世界のトップに立ち、人類を正しい未来へと導いていくのだ。
They are not impressed.
いないんだな。
バカバカしい。
おいおい、ナチュラルのガキども。
あまり私たち教育係を舐めるなよ。
お前ら新入りはまだ構成員と認められてもねえんだ。
あなた上司の人ですか？僕たち超能力なんてありません。何かの間違いだから家に返してください。
超能力を持ってないことにしようと口裏を合わせたのか？解放されるために。
Just the chin. That is all.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
白鳥弟。
What are you going to do to Steve?
能力を見せろ。早く。
見せちゃダメだ。
The problem is individually, he doesn't have any power, remember?
Yup.
舐めたらどうなるか見せてやる。
カイト。
No, Steve.
一人ずつ洗脳教育する気だ。
And now he has power.
なんでこんなことに。
Specifically, remember his brother just knows what the other brother's doing.
Oh, that's death. I'd say they would roll his head down the hallway, but it's a little bit too cubical for that. Oh damn, they really did do in Steve, jeez.
死んでる。
お前らもすぐこうなる。一晩よく考えて態度を改めろ。まだ死にたくなければな。
Oh, well, the other ones are dead. Oh, they're going to Hogwarts.
あの建物だな。
そうだ。
I can't remember which came out first.
OK。ここから徒歩で行こう。あ、寺田が逃げた。
追うか？
あれだけコテンパンにされたらもう歯向かってこないだろう。時間の無駄だし、僕らさっさと弟くんを救出しよう。
Well, quite obviously Harry Potter came out first. I didn't know it came out in 1997.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Well, I didn't watch it or read it when it first came out, so...
最大射程60メートル。この環境下で俺の力は進化を発揮する。
Weird to have like the inverse of a fight here, where they beat him up easily, and then later on, now that he's been captured or released, he actually fights.
Oh, you said it before. I let my guard down.
Bob, you're just not paying attention. I know, your reputation's kind of already ruined after all that.
I mean, not specifically, because if he came back with these kids as hostages or whatever, he would literally have done what he set out to do.
What's Mom gonna do? He's gonna get creative. And he just squishes him to death.
Yeah, don't have to be creative when you've got enough strong enough.
This battle will only last a night, and the planet will only take 5 minutes to explode.
お前も見ただろ。逆らったら殺されちゃうんだよ。捕まってでも見ろ。そしたら。いや、恐怖で縛られ洗脳されるくらいなら、僕は今死ぬ気で逃げ出したいよ。でもな、まだ白鳥だって昇進してる。
I can't wait for this.
白鳥君、脱出に協力してくれ。おい、影山。
Turns around, just like, okay.
僕も脱出に。
Oh.
どうやら弟は無事だよ。
See?
僕ら兄弟はテレパシスト。
Remember?
離れてても意思疎通できる。
They literally did this to the worst person.
弟の方は僕ら5人の遺体を見せられたらしい。多分だけど、あの男の力は幻覚を植え付ける催眠能力。この組織の恐怖洗脳の要になってるんだと思う。分断されたのがテレパシーの通じる弟でよかった。
Literally, like lying to somebody who's on a phone call with the rest of everybody else.
Oh my gosh, I just realized Steve needs to go to the telepathy club. It's gonna happen after all this.
まだ僕らを甘く見ているうちにだ。おい、あいつら何か話し合ってるぞ。まさか脱出の三段か。させておけ。どうせ無駄なあがきだ。今さら悪いんだけどさ。
D&D guards, am I right?
Yup. So the party's talking about murdering us over there. You want to do something about it? Nah.
嘘。俺らの名前すら覚えてなかったのか。
君何考えてるかわからなかったからな。暗い顔して。
まあまあ。じゃあ改めて自己紹介していきましょう。私は黒崎。
This is for you, Griff.
特技は超直感力。
Oh, I'm gonna forget too.
よろしく。
星野武だ。超強力な念動力を使える。
朝日号、すべてを焼き尽くす火炎の申し子と呼ばれている。誰にだろう。
By whom exactly?
二人ともよろしく。
白鳥大地って言います。連れて行かれたのが弟のカイトです。
早くカイト君を救出してここから脱出しよう。
何か策はあるのか。
それに目の前で教育係が見張ってるじゃないか。 脱出の意思があるってことはすでにバレてると思う。今までだって逃げようとしただろうし。
じゃあ対応に慣れてるってことじゃない。
I can understand, like, with the other kids here. The bars would be perfectly in place to stop them. I don't think this is gonna stop Mob's brother here one bit.
お前いつも持ち歩いてるのか。
So do these cells have like extra anything?
See?
Oh, really bending that spoon.
おいと、や
やってみるもんだな。
I guess everything's worth a shot.
そこからどうするんだ？
どうするんだ影山。
牢屋の中にいる方が安全だぞ。
一歩でも出たら我々が教育する。
影山、
もしかしてこの先ノープラン？
星野くんの超強力な念動力と朝日くんのファイヤーで突破しよう。
可愛いこと言ってるぞ。
あのな、念動力で人間大の重さのものを動かせるわけねえだろう。
パイロキネシスの天才の俺でも動いてるものを発火させるのはちょっと無理かも。じゃあ僕がやるよ。二人にはとても及ばないけどね。
I'm nowhere near as good as you guys.
みんなも出ないよ。
I mean, you gotta give it to them. They at least unlocked the cage, right?
俺たちが手加減するとでも。
思ってないよ。あなたたちのような無能な消耗人材がそんな良識持ち合わせてるわけないじゃないか。
殺されるぞ影山。
そうかい。じゃあお得意のスプーン投げで自分。
Is he just dragging them around the corner to protect their egos?
You didn't see the camera, did you?
言うことを聞いてくれ。
I must have missed it.
Wait for it. I don't know if they show it again or not.
鍵を開けさせるまでもなかったんじゃ。
いや、僕らが非力であることを見せる必要があった。あの監視カメラから。
Nope, see, now he's pointing.
Hey, there we go.
That's why I said you didn't see the camera, did you?
早くカイト君を救い出そう。
でもカイトがどこにいるかわからない。
黒崎さん、ここからは君の直感力だけが頼りだ。
私？
頼めるかな。
I mean, you're right 60% of the time, so.
やってみます。
Better than guessing.
白くね
In fact, 10% better than guessing.
どうしようか。
しげよ、お前も考えるんだぞ。
ぶっ飛ばすかい。
あそこの他人をよ。
リツを助ける方向で。
やっぱりな。
オーケー。
その技は
さっき覚えた空ぶち。
Just casual horror movie for them.
悪いね。
Yeah, basically.
気が動転してる瞬間は精神を乗っ取りやすい。
手慣れてるな、エクボ。
Oh, we're actually getting some dimple action.
Sounds weird when you say it, Griff.
エクボは危ないよ。どうせなら寺田の体を乗っ取れば有利にことが運びそうなのに。
超能力者はみんな精神プロテクトがかかっててな。悪霊に乗っ取られにくくなってる。そりゃお前らも同じだ。だが俺様がかつてないほど弱っているせいでもある。普段だったら軽く精神破壊できるぜ。
以前も全然大したことなかったけど。
あん時も
Instantly red.
なんで弱ってるの？
お前に除霊されかけた時に。もういいよ。
よし、突入だ。
よし、大丈夫だ。黒崎さん、頼む。
次はこっちよ。
行こう。
They're gonna get led straight to like the board meeting room.
何者だ。
おいおい、殺す気か。
二人同時に当てたせいだ。いい会
Didn't coordinate.
雑魚の制圧は僕に任せて、まずは弟くんの幽閉場所を聞き出さないと。
あ、そっか。ごめん。
緊迫する状況なのに調子狂うな。
なんだお前ら。
子供たちをさらってきただろ。彼らの居場所を教えろ。
子供は
地下だってさ。
しげよ、リツはここにいるってよ。
よかった。
バカめ、無線で筒抜けだ。侵入者だ、迎え撃て。待て、傷にも連絡しておけ。超能力者かもしれない。
Who else would be raiding your facility?
あいつしかいない。寺田はまんまとやられたってわけだ。
小山に
I mean...
どうなってんだ。
おい、俺は負けたわけじゃねえって。寺田が勝手に先走ったんだろうが。あいつは俺がやる。
Oh, this is the part where they go one at a time to fight them.
当然だ。邪魔すんなよてめえら。先走るな。侵入者は一人じゃない。だからなんだい。また負けるぞ。桜井。先に殺されてえのか。
やめなよ、キッズ同士で。いいよ、小山くん。言っておいでよ。でも同じ相手に二度も負けるなんて許されないよ。
わかってるよ。
ここから時間との勝負になる。別々に弟くんを探そう。僕は右を行く。
I have someone has to say it,
影
right?
山くんは真ん中。
Up just as they were about to split up. If only the Dimple, B, and John are savvy.
あんなにボコったのにもう動けるのか。まあ元気そうで何よりだ。今度はちゃんと殺してやるよ。本気でな。
二人で一気にフルパワーでぶつけよう。
今は余裕がないんだ。
余裕がない。おいおい、スタミナを温存しておきたいっつう話か。この俺を前にして。クソガキが来た。
I'm just done with this.
指一本動かない。
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference for trying. Right out of his boot.
ごめん、大きな音立てて。
そうか。相手に気を使う余裕がないってことか。あの影山くんが。
Well, he has already broken his rule for sure about not hurting other people already. But probably because they're a big evil organization. So. They got his brother too. Oh, wait, that's it?
Yep, that was technically 24 minutes of content.
I was expecting like, all right, where are they going to set up the next ones? Like, nope, they just walk out of the room.
Well, I mean,
everyone is embarrassed for him.
You don't have to set up the next one. You had 6 other people in the room.
Right. it's still funny. So this was kind of just a lot of moving them into position. They didn't.
I mean, I think that's essentially storytelling in any medium. Is just moving people into position.
Well, I mean, like, I don't feel like they accomplished a whole lot. Like, Mob's brother had more of that progression, had more like things that they overcame.
Mob and crew found out where Clawbase was, got into Clawbase, found out that their brother was there, and is on their way to save him now.
What's big yellow-haired guy's name again?
'Cause, I mean, their starting position was not knowing any of those things.
Mm-hmm. What was the yellow-haired guy again? What's his name? Hideko?
That started with an H. Haizawa, something like that.
Right. He was basically doing the entire work of this. He's been doing it up until Mob just destroyed one person instantaneously.
そんな3人に幹部の傷たちが大人げもなく襲いかかる。少佐あんのかモブ。次回モブサイコ100第10話巨悪のオーラ黒幕本気のシーコースターとブルーレイ単行本イベント。
Yeah, time to buy the mangas.
He's just upselling us on everything. He can't get away with this.
Can't keep getting away with it.
Get him next time.
But yeah, no, I mean, he's doing everything because he's telling Mob to hold back on his powers for the big guys.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not like it's bad or anything, but this was moving them into position for basically the next episode where we saw a whole lot of other stuff going on.
You are not a good negotiator, Griff. I can't wait for one of us has a loved one who's been kidnapped, right? And you're on the phone negotiating the release. Look, I don't care where he drops them off at. That's just moving people into position. They didn't know where the brother was at. They didn't know where Claw's base was at. They had no confirmation on anything. And then, at the end, they're in the base. They know his brother's there. They have confirmation on things. They didn't just move pieces. They have knowledge. They've made movements. Dimple has a body.
Right. Well, I mean, like, comparatively, Dimple had more progress than Mob. Up until the very end there.
Look, I'm just saying it, Griff, if that's your measure on things, we're going to have a problem with the whole series.
I wanted more. I wanted more out of it. I think it's just all I'm saying. But that's okay.
You wanted more out of it than accomplishing goals.
I wanted more emotional feeling. Like it was important in the way that they did it. Like Mob reacts or like comments like, "Well, I guess I'm just going to use torture now. I'm okay with that."
He said he doesn't have time, Griff. He's cutting away at his moral fabric because of time.
I guess it just comes down to he's intentionally hard to read until he goes 100.
Congratulations on figuring out the show, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you
right?
understood that 3 episodes ago, but I thought you understood 4 episodes ago with the blonde-haired fight.
Hey, it makes it harder to get that emotional satisfaction out of him, like having this panic and cutting all of the corners.
Well, I mean, there's other emotional investment, like, say, one brother watching the other brother maybe get killed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that part was great. That was amazing.
Which, as I said, I couldn't wait for the reveal because, obviously, we got told what their powers were, but I was counting on you having forgotten.
Oh no, I remembered. I remembered. Which just makes it funnier. It's like we know how it's going to probably resolve if it is all just a fake in some way. But
well, I mean, from
so
my
great
side,
to see in action.
From my side, I know what that guy's power is. I know what the 2 brothers' powers are. So I know what the only possibility exists of things that are about to happen. It's like, okay, you picked the wrong dude to do this to.
And this is all like just off of getting off of like JoJo, where it's just like they spend a lot of time in every series of it, like going over like the specifics of like, yeah, they're dead. I can't sense them anymore. Oh, their other thing is faded away, and they have like a lot of evidences for it. So this is like this feels like that to me. It's like someone, if they have this power, would call out like, I can't sense my brother anymore, right?
Yeah, whereas here it's just he sits in front of the bars and doesn't say anything until acted upon. Hey, you want to get out? Yeah, I'd like to get out too. By the way, my brother's not dead. I don't know what they're doing.
Right. I think like if it was in a different context, you could probably go back and say like, "Oh yeah, no, this is bad. They're just reversing everything that happened the previous scene." But it's like, no. I think every part of that worked out very well. It was actually impactful and important.
Yeah, because they're not reversing it. Because he explains, "Well, why did your brother scream? Oh, they showed us him. He showed him all of us dead. That's why he screamed." And that's nothing else to go back to because that's all the impetus of what he does. And then the one that he drags back dead, already explained, his power's hypnosis or whatever. It's an illusion. He was never there.
Right. Yeah, I think the episode had its ups and downs, and I definitely still liked it. And I'm excited for what happens next. I think that's where I'll end it. So I think if that's everything we got then, so this has been Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you, everyone.